teaching Juki to cast, and the reason why we're teaching him to cast is that we want him to be able to take a water bottle and put it in a receptacle. So I need him to follow direction better. He follows direction pretty good, but you know, casting will help with that. It will like increase his dog IQ. Now, casting is just teaching the dog to go right or left or back, a directional back, right or left. So we use hand signals to do this, but at first it's real exaggerated and I'll use my whole body. It's just about getting the dog to do it, and once the dog starts picking up on this action, it ends up just being this or this. You understand what I'm saying? So we've been working with Juki a few sessions doing this. He's starting to pick this up. It's real easy. You want to use a leash when you're doing this. A leash is your #1 training tool. You should have a leash on the dog. If you're teaching a casting, don't be casting it real far. You want to build on success. So it's something like this, Juki. Get all the shots, no big deal. Sit. Juki, sit. Juki. There you go. Sit. There you go. Good boy. That's my boy. Good. Over. No, not that far. Sit. You'll notice that when you start doing this, that the dog might have a tendency to overshoot it. Just that's why you want the dog on a leash, because you want to build on success. So you see how Juki's just going too far. He's going in the right direction, but he's not going to the target. You can use targets, or we can use retrieving dummies. It would be the same thing. I'd have Juki on a target. I'd have a retrieving dummy over here and a retrieving dummy over here. Do you understand what I'm saying? Let's do this a couple times, and I get some retrieving dummies and show you what I mean. Juki. You're a good boy, Juki. That's it, brother. Over. Good. Over. You're good. Now, sit. Over. Sit. Okay, so let me go get a couple retrieving dummies and I'll show you what I mean. This will be in real time. Juki's never done it with training dummies before. Sit. So in this exercise, we'll only use one place target and two dummies. They look exactly alike. They're both scented with bird scent. I can't smell it, but they have bird scent on them. We want them to be of the same value. I wouldn't have one having a pheasant wing and one not having a pheasant wing. So, good boy, Juke, heel here. So this he's never done it like this. We had done a session casting him with the plate, going to place target. So you put the dog like this, sit, all right, and then you put each dummy the same distance on either side, like put one down here, and then so that's like 4 feet back in, and we put one 4 feet here. Grab your leash. Pull. There you go, buddy. Nice. Nice drop. Good boy, dude. Nice. Yeah, you did it. Put the dog down. Don't steal it yet. Okay, sit. Make sure the dog's going straight forward. It's very important that they're both of the same value. Make sure that they're the same. Put this back down. Make sure the dog's going straight. He wants to go for the last one that he went for. We don't want that. Sit. Get up there. Sit. Put your leg up. Put your leg up, brother. There you go. Sit. No cheating, Jew. Sit. Hold. Okay. Now you gotta pick it up to the hold. Hold. Good boy. No, he wants to go get the other one. Here. Which we could let him do that. So that in that case we would do something like this. We'll send him on this one again. Should be hold. No hold. Here. Drop. Sit. Okay. Put this in my back pocket. Should be hold. Here. Now you could also start doing it so it's something like this. Say, you send them on this one, and then we have it go to the place. Should we sit? Should we hold? Should we put there? Sit. That was perfect, dude. Sit. You want the dog to start following direction, and that's what we need. We just need to sort of up his dog human IQ. When Cesar Millan uses that term dog psychology, you understand he's not saying that dogs have a psychology like humans. They do not. They don't even think, they respond. So you want to increase that language, your language skills that you have with your dog. You want to make sure that the dog understands what you're saying. They're very basic, and it's very basic. Just make sure you're ending on a high note. Praise the dog at the point when the dog is doing it correctly, and he's already picking this up. In another 3 or 4 days, he'll be doing this great. I doubt this task is going to be a problem for Juby. It's not. English Cocker Spaniels, they're great to work with. They want to work. They can be resistant at times, certainly. A lot of them are dominant. He has his balls, which is a good thing. It makes for a healthier dog. But, you know, if you're working an English Cocker or any dog, you'll see that they might give you a refusal and say, well, I don't want to do that. The dog is checking you, making sure that you're competent. That's what would happen in the wild. If it was a bunch of wolves, you know, there was a bunch of wild dogs, say African wild dogs. The subordinate dogs, the betas and everything would be looking at the dominant dog, making sure that the dominant dog was competent. That's what your house dog is doing when you get a refusal. Just correct the dog quick and say no and repeat the command. And the dog, as you go, will give you less and less refusals. Casting is a great thing to teach any dog. It's very positive. You don't need a lot of equipment to do this. Those place targets, those are boxes from Amazon that I put some old National Geographics in, so they're sort of weighted, and then duct tape around it. I don't buy a lot of expensive equipment. These are a few dollars a piece. You can get it at any like gun dog training supply. This is a dummy. Just make sure that each object that you're training your dog to cast to is of, you know, equal, like, you know, that it's equal in the way that it looks, the way that it smells. You don't want something having a higher value. These have the exact same value. If this one was real old, it might smell different. Do you understand? So both these sort of have the same value. They're of the same age. They have the same amount of scent on it. They have the same scent. There isn't a dummy here that the dog is going to prefer to go to. When the dog is doing this properly, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if one is higher value. Like I could use a dead fowl trainer, like a canvasback, that like a bigger dog would want to go for the canvasback because it's bigger, or a teal. Bigger is sort of better to dogs, it is. I don't, you know, they like the bigger dog. Juby will get this, won't you, Juby? It's right here. It's so awesome. Look at him. It's Grandmaster Jupiter. These guys, he's cute. You know, something that I was thinking of, and I mentioned it to Micah and Neela's mom, and I've noticed this with the family that owns the Cocker Spaniels. This is Jupiter. His mother is the sister of Micah and Neela's owner, mommy. And that's that if you're training a dog, you don't want to wear a lot of perfume. And I've noticed this about this family. They don't wear a lot of perfume, and that's good. That's good. First of all, I'm not into wearing cologne. I don't find it like an attractive thing on a woman that they don't smell human. And I said something like that to Micah and Mila's mom, like, I noticed you don't wear a lot of perfume. That's awesome. They smell like humans. If you wear a lot of perfume, you're blinding the dog. I've gone over and done stuff with people, like lessons with people, and we're working with the dog, and I don't want to offend the people and say, you smell nothing like a human to the dog, you're blinding the dog, but it's just a fact. If you're a dog trainer and you're female, don't wear perfume. I'm just telling you the truth. You're blinding the damn dog. It's like you're putting a blindfold on someone so that they can't see. I mean, the family that owns the Cocker Spaniels, very fashionable. Every one of these women in this family is super attractive and real fashionable. But perfume, it really doesn't have to do with being fashionable and looking good. They don't. In other words, if you're wearing perfume, maybe you should take a shower. Do you see what I'm saying? And I'm sure a lot of people might say that about me because I'll go a couple days. I'm busy. I'm up there in Beaver Dams. Where am I going? The Dandy Mart? Maybe I should wear some cologne, but I'm not going to. I'm not gonna, because it blinds the dog. If you're a woman and you think that that's attractive to a guy, putting on a bunch of perfume, I'm just saying, me personally, I don't find it attractive. I'd rather a woman sort of smell like a woman than what is that? That doesn't even smell like a flower. It's just like overpowering, makes me sneeze, it blinds dogs. If you're on Tinder and you swipe me to the right, no, then I'm not interested in you if you're wearing a bunch of perfume, because if you're around my dogs, it's just going to confuse the dogs and make them blind. It's the truth. I can't believe I'm bringing this up, but it's a fact. And I noticed this with Jupy's mom. They have this good relationship with their dogs, and one of the things that they don't do is like pour a bunch of perfume. Like they take a bath. I'm not making this up. If you're wearing a bunch of perfume and you think that I'm going after you, or you think that I'm an asshole for saying this, these are just the facts. You wear a bunch of perfume, your dog is going to respond horribly, your dog is going to respond more visually, and that's not how dogs are. Their number one sense is smell. Don't shoot the messenger here. I'm trying to help. I'm trying to help. It's like an American thing. I think this is mostly American chicks that do that. Like, they don't smell human. They have all this like stuff on them that smells like, I guess it's supposed to smell like a flower or something. You didn't want to do any type of scent work with the dog, no perfume. You should even take into consideration like how much deodorant you're wearing. Just jump in the shower. Don't wear some kind of perfume thing. It really does. It blinds the dog. I'm sorry. I'm here to help. I'm not here to like give you all shit. But sometimes it might sound like I'm giving you shit, because I am. Perfume sucks. Don't wear it.